Trios Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. But before we get into the content of the day, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and even more so, man, I'm appreciative. Thank you. I appreciate you guys' support, man. I really do. Now, hey, brother, can I get a shot of coffee, Wood? Super Wood part, I don't even know what part we're on, man, but we're on that part. This part, that part too. So trip out, man. You know, I told you guys about Roach, and I wanted to talk about the homie Roach. Now, for those of you that have never tuned in, man, Roach is a Wood that I befriended, that I was introduced to by Super Norteño, my cousin Rick. And me and him became not the best of friends, but not the worst of friends. One of those dudes that I'd rather not be around every day, but for some reason, there was a time period where I found myself around him every day. And believe me, man, as the more days went on, the jar of coffee went lower and lower, because one thing about Woods, they sure could sip some coffee, brother. And that's just what it was. But have you ever been around a Wood that just gets out of prison and all of a sudden he's healthy again, he's changed his life? You know, prior to getting locked up, that vato was all over the place. Hey, if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face, Wood, right? I mean, we went on adventures. We did a lot of things. And so the guy gets out, right? So he picks up a term. He goes on the run. I told you guys a little story about taking him to Compton. He went and hid out with my primo for a minute. And so anyways, he catches a little term. He gets locked up. Now, for a while, man, I ain't even going to lie. I was missing Roach because, see, the way our finances worked was our finances depended upon each other. At least mine depended upon him. So I was doing pretty bad. So when I heard that he had just got out, I was like, I already know where he's staying. He's staying at his mom's house. You know, the house with all the fucking lawnmowers in the front yard and the Kung Fu grip, right? So I'm like, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to swoop up fucking Super Wood and see what's up. You know, Roach was cool to hang around. He always, brother, take me to the nearest taco shop. I'm going to get me a carne asada taco, right? So I'd always take him, go get him a carne asada taco. And, hey, I'll take, you know how they always ask at the taco truck? They always be like, hey, what do you want? You know, ¿quieres salsa? And you always say verde or rojo. You know what I mean? It's either the red or the green. This guy, they said, ¿quieres salsa? He said, yeah, I'll have the mild. He'll have the mild. He doesn't want, dice mild? El mild, el vodka mild? You know, I ran on the treadmill for a mile, right? The paisan's like, I don't know what the fuck this guy wants. He just threw in the red sauce and this fucking shit tastes like the one chip challenge, brother. Roach is over there burning for reals, right? One thing about Woods and Chile, they don't go good together. That'd be giving them chorro, man. And I don't know if you guys ever smelled a Wood shit, but a Wood shit is different from a Mexican or a black shit. Okay, Woods, there's chemicals involved. You know what I mean? You ever seen a fucking Wood or went into a bathroom after he's done shitting? It smells like ephedrine. Real talk, right? So anyways, I go swoop up Roach. I get there and his mom's watering the lawn. She's literally wetting go-kart parts and fucking flux capacitors. She's just watering over everything. And I could hear fucking Roach in the background. Mom, you're going to fuck up my carburetor. She's like, shut the fuck up. She's the white version of my tia, right? She's a little bit more politically correct. But you know the lady that be wearing the sundress and a sweater in 100-degree weather. And she's out there fucking watering. She's like, I think your fucking Mexican friend is here. Come out here. He's looking at me funny and I feel like I'm obligated to tell him something. She's on her Karen mode for reals, right? So I pull up and I'm like, Roach! That's how you do it. And you know, his antennas will start sticking up. And so he tumbles up out of the front window. I don't know why he just doesn't walk through the front door. His mom screams at him, use the front door. Oh, Mom. He tumbles out. He's like, brother. I'm like, Wood. You look good, man. What's up with you? Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. He gained 10, 15 pounds. He was looking better, right? So I'm like, what's up, Roach? What's up with you, bro? Let's go kick it. He's like, let's go to taco truck, brother. I said, same old taco truck, same old fucking move, bro. He's like, you got a new car, brother. Looks pretty good. I said, damn, what happened, bro? You gained some weight. You look good in there. Now comes the story, right? So one thing about being around Woods when they first get out is they're healthy again. You know, maybe he just couldn't get his hands on some good white, brother, you know, in the words of Wes Watson, or he just wasn't indulging, but he was pretty healthy, man. He's like, hey, brother, you're going to take me up over here, man. I'm going to tell you guys some stories, man. Take me to Dwarf Wood's house, right? So, of course, we slide over to Mini Mac Wood and Big Bull Hurley Wood, right? So now I'm with all the woods. I'm chilling. I'm back in my element because I know somewhere along the line, these guys are going to front me at least a QP. You know, I'm going to approach them. I'm going to ask them. Since, like I said, my finances were non-existent. They were, like my cousin would say, drier than the Sahara Desert, right? So I'm just waiting on the right time. And now they go into wood mode. And listening to a wood tell a story is going to involve, and it's intriguing, it's going to involve a little bit of everything, right? So he's like, hey, what's up, brothers? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Grab it, brother. Grab it if you're going to grab it. That's mighty white of you, right? So they're doing their thing. And I'm just kicking back. Of course, I'm always the last man standing, the Mexican that, because I'm light-skinned, I'm accepted. But at the same time, they're always looking at me funny. Can we speak around him, brother? Can we speak around? Like, bro, I don't want you guys stab people. Of course you could speak around me. You already know what it is, right? So Roach is like, brother, I got a fucking story to tell you guys. You guys are never going to fucking believe it, brother, right? So I'm like, probably not, but I'll listen anyways. So I'm kicking back. And we're at the homeboy's trailer. And why is it, you know, I know you hear that stigma and that saying, oh, the white guys, they always live in a fucked up house with a whole bunch of fucking shit in the front of it, or they live in a trailer. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you, man. I'm tired of people talking shit like that, man. But it's true, right? So we're right there in Dwarfwood's trailer, and we're posted up kicking back. And at this time, he had moved back from Sacramento, and he's living in the Merced County, right? He was living out there in a town called La Grande. La Grande's out in the cuts, kind of by Planada. It's off the freeway, right? So anyways, we're chilling in La Grande in the whitest house possible, right? It's a trailer. It's slanting that way. And he's like, brother, I got fucking something to tell you guys. Can you tell I look good? Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I stopped, brother. And I'm like, and there's a twinkle in his eye, like something different. I go, what do you mean you stopped? I stopped, brother. I stopped using. And he's like, yeah, I got 22 days of my sobriety. And Big Hurleywood, right, is like, hey, brother, one more day and you're in your letters, right? I'm like, oh, shit. They start fucking reminiscing. So he's like, look, I went up to Pelican Bay, brother. And I'm like, oh, here we go. This motherfucker ain't been close to Crescent City in his life, right? The closest he's ever been is to Humboldt County to go fucking rob some fucking dope dealer for a whole bunch of weed. I know. I'm not saying I went with him. I'm just saying, right? We thought about it. So he's like, brother, I'm going to tell you right now. There was many woods in the bay, but there was a gang of skinheads, brother. And you know how they move. They move differently. Quite efficient, if I might say so, right? So he tells this story about he's in Pelican Bay and fucking he had to clear his name. People are tripping on him. They say that fucking he's over there fucking with this black chick. Now, I ain't going to lie. For him being a wood, he did have a black old lady. We're going to get to her right now in a minute. But anyway, so he's telling us this story about how he ends up getting kicked out to the yard. He goes in now. He's not validated. He's a regular old wood, right? He's affiliated with some heavy hitters, but he's never been part of that. He never lived that lifestyle, right? So he's like, brother, they kicked me out to the yard, and that's when it got a little tricky, Wood, right? Give me a shot of coffee, Dwarf Wood. So I'm like, all right, so fucking as the little guy's running over there fucking cooking for the percolator, right? And Big Hurleywood's listening to every word. I'm like, this is some bullshit, man. Can I just get the meth and keep pushing, right? But I'm going to sit back and listen. So he's like, I'm on that yard, bro. And right when I get there, there was like some shit on my name. And, I was thinking this time I'm going to clear my mind. And the only reason I cleared my mind, brother, was because they actually wouldn't give me no shit. So I was at that point, I decided to clear my mind. I'm thinking, wait up, you were locked up. It's not mathing. The math is not mathing because if you were locked up, you've been done like almost over a year, bro, like a year and a half. And you're in Pelican Bay with just that much time. Like things weren't computing, right? But then I understand he has a criminal record. And he's like, anyways, bro, we'll get to your conspiracy theories in a minute, brother. Where's that coffee? So as he's sipping coffee and everyone else is wide awake and I'm sitting there like, damn, man, what am I doing? What does my life come to where I'm hanging around with white people doing meth and drinking coffee? But that's where I was at in life, right? So anyways, I'm kicking back. True story. And he's telling us the story about when he got out there to the yard, they wanted him to do a removal. Right now, Roach, to this point, I've seen him in action. I've seen him do things. These white guys are crazy. I don't know if you've ever hung around woods, real righteous woods, Coco County, Mendocino County, skinheads from the OC, Riverside. I mean, white people, right? These motherfuckers are going to carve you up real nice. They're different. Okay, they're different. And prior to this point, like I said, every time I've been locked up, I was either active or was on the 50-50 yard, but I never hung around woods like that. I had some white friends. I'd see them like, hey, what's up, bro? Or when I was in the county jail, what's up, homie? But I never like kicked it with them in prison. So I don't know how they talk amongst themselves. I know they sex play a little bit and do their thing. But don't get it twisted, man. Them woods will fuck you off, man. They'll fire on you quick. So anyways, he's like, brother, I had to do a removal. And the cool part is it was the biggest wood on the yard. And I was like, oh, shit, this motherfucker's seen the movie Shot Caller. This is getting good, right? And so he continues to tell a story that sounds very similar to Shot Caller, right? I mean, quite similar. Almost to the point where he says, yeah, so me and a shotgun, right? I'm like, hold up, bro. Hold up. It wasn't Shotgun that killed him. It was that other dude, right? It was Cheddar Bob from fucking 8 Mile, right? I mean, hey, I'm over here like trying to pick, and that's the type of person I am. Like, I'll listen to the stories. Hey, I'll chill, but I'm trying to pick through some bullshit. I'm trying to call him on his bullshit. He's like, just listen to me. That's why we don't fuck with you Northerners, brother. You guys never believe us. You Vatos are different, right? So I'm like, no, we don't. Right? You guys rather kick it with the black folk over there in the ghetto, right? I'm like, well, you know, looking at this place, man, this qualifies for low-income housing right here. This is as ghetto as you get. This is beneath the poverty line, bro. So anyways, we're chilling, and he tells us a story about doing a removal and how the guy took the piece from him and stabbed him and shows us the scar. So he's literally telling the truth, okay? So as he's telling the story, this is what happens. This is how the story went. Brother, so I get out there, right? And they hand me a pedazo. And they tell me, hey, brother, you're going to have to book this guy. So I'm like, okay, it's eerily familiar. But, you know, I've been there. I've done removal. So I see where he's coming from. He's like, brother, they sent us on the biggest wood. It was me and this little youngster. Yeah, this little youngster was from Orange County. He was a skinhead. He goes, they sent us on this fucking big dude. This big dude choked out the youngster, beat the shit out of me, took the knife, stabbed me. Eventually, some other guys had to come and we stomped them out and did what we did, right? We poked them a little bit. And so I'm thinking, as I'm listening to the story, and I'm going, where's your new term? Where did you go back to the shoot? How did you go to the shoot first? And your story's all mixed up, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying nothing. He's telling it in fucking Dwarfwood's. Yeah. Hey, tell him, Wood. You got him. We got him. We don't fuck around. We're white, brother. And if it ain't white, it ain't right. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what ain't. You're white. You ain't lying about. You're translucent. But what ain't white, brother, and what is not right is this fucking story he's telling, because he's all in reverse and backwards. Hey, bro, are you sure you're not on that shit? He's like, brother, don't ever fucking ask me if I'm a liar, brother. You know, them's fighting words. We woods. We don't. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So anyways, we end up jamming after he tells this frivolous story that I still to this day don't believe. I mean, I believe some parts of it. He did have a scar. I don't know if that was just from him in the Selly horse plane or if he really did get the knife taken from him and put it in him. But hey, with Super Woods, you never know. Roach is an odd character, right? So here's a fucking secret. Roach is super secret that no one knows. He is infatuated and in love with the black chick, right? So it's fucking Thanksgiving time. Okay, he got out around November 14th, 15th, I remember, because it was still a little chilly outside, right? Even though I said his mom was out there wearing a jacket, I was just describing the type of woman she is. She'll be in 100-degree weather, right? So I'm thinking too, and I'm like, what was she doing out there watering the grass in November? Whatever, right? Let the dude do his due. So anyways, Roach calls me and he's like, hey, brother, take me to my Hyna's house, right? Why do whites do that? Explain to me why they always be trying. If they hang around with Mexicans, they try to talk Spanish, right? They try to. You notice that? Hey, take me to my Hyna. Why do you say, hey, take me to my chick's house or take me to my girl's house? Why does it have to be a Hyna? Hey, sometimes in woods, they be talking more Spanish than a Mexican. Hey, brother, take me to my Hyna's house so I can go get a mamon. You're going to get a mamon? Yeah, mamon. Okay, well, you get the mamon and I'll get a mamon. So anyways, here's the secret. His chick is black, right? So it's Thanksgiving time and I get invited over there. And I'm not going to lie. Up until this point, I never really tripped on soul food like that. Like I went to like the Golden Corral and shit. You know, that's about as deep as it went. And I ate some fried catfish. That shit was bomb, right? So I've been to a couple black spots. If that's what you want to call soul food, black food, right? It's bomb though. But I never had authentic Buddha collard greens fucking with the mosquito still in them. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So we go over and he's like, brother, this chick right here, brother, she sure can twist her thumbs in the kitchen, right? So we get in there and I'm expecting, I've never met his old lady. Now I've heard about her. He talks about her a lot. Not when he's in prison, I'm sure, right? Because he'll get fucked off for that one. But on the streets, he's like, my black chick this and my black chick that, right? So I go over there and she has a homegirl. True story, right? The wind's blowing for me. So as I go over there, we kick back and I'm not going to lie. The way he described her and the way she looks, yes, Janet Jackson, Freddie Jackson. You are my lady. You're everything I know. Oh, no, she's more than you need and more, right? This chick looked fucked up. Okay, the type of chick that looks like when she gets off the bed, she's going to leave her silhouette there. Her shadow's going to stay there. She was butt ugly, to be totally honest with you. But she was right up Roach's alley. I guess he had met her. She, you know, she was on that shit, and I guess they were going to get well together. They were going to be fucking, we're not going to do dope no more, brother. And he had like 3 or 4 kids with her. True story, man. Hey, he had this little kid we called Littlewood, right? This little motherfucker, he was a black wood, for reals. Dark as hell. Swore up and down there was his kid. I believe the other 2 were. I don't believe this one was his. But this one acted. Well, he was whitewashed for reals. You know, hey, did the Carlton dance and everything. So anyways, we're chilling. And we're eating, and she invites her homegirl over. I think it's her cousin, to be honest with you. And this chick, hey, I'm not going to lie. She walked in, and it was like seeing Sierra. I was about to do the 1-2 step. I jumped up out my seat like, you want to sit here? My plate of collard greens spilled all over the place. I was like, damn, right? So he's like, see, brother, that's the hookup. Hey, I know, brother. I know. Got coffee, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to drink me some of that coffee. So I'm popping at the girl, right? And she gets at her fucking cousin, which is Roach's old lady, and they're all happy, and they're smiling, and they're looking at us in the kitchen. And I'm like, hey, Wood, brother, you know this ain't right, Wood. This is what they call sleeping out of your own race. I'm giving them about me. Shit, this ain't my first black girl or my last, right? She's about to be, she's about to get the first mom one in this house right now. You know what I'm saying? She's going to give it, and I'm going to receive it. So anyways, I start popping at her. Roach is like, brother, don't tell none of the Woods. Don't tell none of the fellas. None of them know. I'm like, you got a whole secret life. Why are you telling me? Because, brother, I wanted to, right? So I'm like, cool. So we kick it with these chicks, man. And I'm not going to lie, man. That chick was bad. You know, hey, to this day, where's she at? Who can I run to like a fucking escape song? I'm trying to run back to you. She put it on me, man. She put it on me for reals. So anyways, we're kicking back. We leave. We're going to go back to the taco truck. It's the next day, right? Oh, we're going to go kick it. I asked him for the QP. We're going to go pick it up from Dwarfwood, and then we're going to slide back, and we're going to go to the taco truck and eat, and I'm going to drop him off at his pad, right? So I pull up to his pad to pick him up. His mom's screaming, "Your fucking northerner partner's here." He's like, "Mommy's a dropout," right? I'm like, God damn, just tell everyone. Fuck it. Now all the neighbors know. You know, everybody knows my business. So fucking, I'm like, get in, bro. He's like, I'm active, brother, so just so you know. Yeah, you're super active, bro, with a black chick, a whole bunch of black kids, and a fucking black kid that thinks he's a white kid. Yeah, I know. Let's just go pick up the fucking shit, right? So we're kicking back. He's like, brother, let's go to the taco truck. I want to get me a carne asada. So as we go over there, there's 2 paisas, and they're kicking back, and they're looking at him, right? And I'm not going to lie. So usually Roach is sucked up, skinny, in a zone, right? He's on another level. But this time, like I said, he had bulked up a little bit. He's still thin, but he's got that Bruce Lee body. He's chopped up. And what is it about someone that gets out of prison? They don't know what T-shirts are. They only know tank tops and slingshots. Forever, man, especially them Woods. I'm telling you, they wear black slingshots with their hat flipped up like this, fucking combat boots on, you know, Doc Martens or Chuck Taylors, right? So he's got his fucking Chuck Taylors on, brother. His cut-off dickies, his black T-shirt, his hat's flipped up this way. It says, fuck your race, right? I'm like, oh, my goodness, right? And these paisas are looking at him like, ¿por qué? ¿Qué pasó con este pinche cabacho, right? And I get at him, I'm like, está bueno este vato, right? And they're like, no, ese, ¿qué pasó con la cachucha? Fuck you, race. Fuck you, man. And he's like, what, brother? No, fuck you, gabacho. No fucking me race, fucking my race. You fucking my race. He says, yeah, brother, I know I'm not fucking a black chick, not your race. But I would do that too, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Now, I'm in a conundrum. Here's the conundrum. Do I back my gente up, my people, my Mexicans that are feeling some type of way? Or do I back my homeboy up, who actually is my connect at this point in time? All I got to say is, paisas, you're on your own like Chalino was when they fucking found him, right? And rest in peace and respect to Chalino, but I'm telling the truth here. I'm going to back up Superwood, and that's just the way it's going to go, brother, right? So I snap into Superwood mode, and he's like Hulk Hogan on Macho Man. We're the mega powers, and we're about to explode all over these paisas if they want some. No fucking you, man. No fucking you, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking me, right? And so they're talking their shit, and he's like, listen, brothers, let me eat my carne asada taco, and then I'll proceed to beat your asses all over. And here's one thing about Roach. He had major hands. I've seen him a couple times beat people up, right? So I'm like, hey, bro, just leave these guys alone. They're like, fuck you truck. Fuck you, fucking yak in the box. I'm like, oh, shit. They're really tripping. So one of the paisas is being quiet, and I'm telling them, look, bro, if you jump in, it's on and cracking, right? Let them handle their business. And what proceeds to happen is Roach Gets this fool in a fucking headlock and starts squeezing. Say something about me, Gabacho. Say something about me. I said, no, it's the other way around, bro. You're the Gabacho. Oh, I was calling him a Gabacho. My bad. Hey, we're having a full-blown conversation while he has this paisa in a headlock, and he's squeezing for dear life, right? Well, this other paisa decides to fucking come from the side and hit him. And he hits Roach. Boom. And Roach turns around and says, brother, I'm taking a shot after this. I deserve it, right? It's his 25th day sobriety, right? So he's squeezing this dude's head. This other dude's trying to beat on him. I jump in. I start choking out the paisa. The paisas from the taco truck come running out. They're squirting hot sauce all over Roach. He's like, it's got to be mild, brother. It's got to be mild. I'm like, oh, shit. Right? He's like, fuck. Mexicans are cold. They'll even mace you out here. I'm like, yeah. They do that on YouTube too, right? So anyways, the story is like this, man. We end up getting caught up with the paisas, man. We run. We jump in the car. We dip off. They dip off. No harm, no foul, right? I'm telling him the whole time, you can't be doing that, bro. You can't be putting me in a situation where I have to fight my own people. Bro, stop being racial, brother. I said, bro, your hat says fuck your race. Yeah, brother, but not about you. I said, well, is it about blacks then? Well, no, because I got a black woman. Then fuck whose race? Well, you know what I mean, brother. I'm saying, no, I know what that hat means, right? Anyways, I got to drop your ass off or you get me shot over here in the ghetto, right? Drop me off, brother. The moral of the story is this. Any of you that have ever had a wood partner, they're all over the place. There's so many damn good woods in prison, man, that you'll meet and you'll think that they're all racial, they're all into the white power shit, but they're really not. There's a lot of dudes that just kick it and they got their shit going on the streets. They just get locked up and they do what they have to fucking do. And I don't judge them, right? So anyways, we're going to get to another Superwood episode sometime this week. And look, this one is crazy. This one right here is called the Featherwood episode. And we're going to get to that. With that being said, man, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, man, we all got friends of different ethnicities. I don't say different races because I believe we're all the human race, right? But we got people that we fuck with, man. And just because are culturally different or there's different things that, you know, we listen to different music, you know, where I bump fucking Los Tucanes de Tijuana. My homeboy, he's a black dude. He bumps Tupac. I bump Tupac too. And then you got Roach, right? And he bumps Judas Priest. It doesn't mean we're too far apart. Just his music sucks. Nah, I like Judas Priest. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly and honestly believe in. Oi! That's what's up, brothers. The gun.